Well, greetings again. This is Dr. Bill Wyatt, and I want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in this world today. It seems like we're trying, the parts of the world are trying to just do away with the other part of the world rather than people loving each other and being kind to our neighbor countries and stuff like this. It just tears me up to see the carnage and the absolutely ridiculous stuff we've got here with Putin's war. Came down to the Iranians, the people, that his little country there, he's going to take them back. He tells his soldiers that probably they won't take more than a couple of weeks to do it. But the Ukrainians were not that easy to push over, and thank God for them. If Putin had taken that, then he would take all those little countries and put them back in Russia. And Russia was very, very cruel to those people. And Putin seems to be going after his idol, Stalin, who was as cruel as you could get. And he killed, I don't know, I knew a bunch of Ukrainian people that came over here. A bunch of them stayed with me one whole summer, 6 men, and they sang, and musicians around over the country. And they had to go back to Ukraine. And so they told me, what, if you call one of them a Russian, you would say, no Russia, no Russia. They just like Russia. And I understand, I don't know how true it is, that Stalin went into the Ukraine and stole all the food away from them and starved 8 million Ukrainians to death during the war. I'm sorry we had to butter up with him to help whip the Germans, and we did. And all the fighting the Germans did over there, they didn't lose as many men, or I've heard, as Putin. Look at what you've done to your own country and to your neighboring country. Just destroyed it, and you killed a lot of those good people in your own country. You killed or wounded severely nearly 1 million people. That's 100,000 young people. Can't you see what you've done to Russia? You could have made Russia the kind, wonderful country that it could be. And you'd have people fighting to get into Russia. Now they're struggling to get out of there. So many young people have been killed. And that is ridiculous. What good has it done you to do that? Now you've gone off down there in North Korea and get the North Koreans, send them up there, and you're killing them. You even offered to let people come out of prison. If they lived 6 months, they could go free. They didn't have a dog's chance to live 6 months. They were killed. What was a prisoner in Russia like? It's somebody that disagreed with Putin. If they disagreed with him and started telling people about it, they went to prison. And those were the prisoners out there that came out and they were killed. And that is so sad. They just promised them a wooden coffin. And I doubt if these fulfill that promise now. So Putin, look at yourself. What are you doing to people in this world just to satisfy yourself and try to get Russia back like it was? And then we look at the Palestinians. If they had gone along with the Jewish people could have had them farming the desert out there and raising food. And no, they'd had to dig 400 miles of tunnels under the country. If they'd have spent 1/2 or 1/10 of that energy working on getting food for their people, they wouldn't be hungry out there. And then I look at the wonderful people that live in Iran. I've had some of them come visit us over here and learn about orthodontics and everything. And now that leader, the Ayatollah, who's been running ever since the Shah quit or died with cancer, and he is as brutal as you could get. He's killed some wonderful people just for absolutely nothing. And now they were going to build an atomic bomb in the caves, and we went over and used some bunker buster bombs that made it shallowed them up for many a days. And I'm glad we were able to do that. The Iranian people want to get out from under your thumb, and you are a cruel rascal, and you claim to be worshiping God. I don't know what on earth is wrong with your mind. You're not worshiping God. And our president said you're worshiping killing people. And that's what you're trying to do. So look at what is happening because of these things. They're terrible. And I am sorry that you're doing this. This tears me up. And I hope that America is able to put this thing down and give the world some freedom. And we'll have people fighting to get in your countries. So I am going to sign off. But if you wonder what I think about you, it's not very good. The Ayatollah, Putin, and the people who are trying to do away with Israel, and they're on the knife edge of some of the finest things that are helping people all over the world. So I'm going to hang up and say, for God's sakes, look at what you've done and what you're doing, and quit it and get out of there. And so I'll hang up. And I'm sorry to be this way, but I don't have much longer to live. I can't be around much longer, but I hope to God you'll change the way you're doing. And so I'm going to hang up. Thank you for watching, whoever it is watching this. I'm sure the people I'm condemning here aren't watching it, but some people are. So I'll hang up and say goodbye. Thank you now.